think the pain you're feeling right now is unbearable? You think the discomfort is too much to handle? I get it. The ache in your chest, the heaviness in your mind, it feels endless, doesn't it? Like every breath is a struggle, every step a burden. You want to quit. You want to turn back. You want to find relief from this never-ending cycle of suffering that seems to shadow you at every turn. But listen to me. Just tolerate a little bit of discomfort. That's all it takes. Just a little bit more. Because you see, that's the difference between people who make it and people who don't. It's not about who has the most talent, the best resources, or the biggest opportunities. It's about who can endure. It's about who can tolerate the discomfort for just a little bit longer. When you're in the middle of the storm and everything around you feels like it's falling apart, the easiest thing to do is give up. The voice in your head whispers, "Why keep going? This pain, this struggle, it's too much." And sometimes that voice can be so loud, so persistent that it drowns out everything else. It becomes hard to see the point in continuing. But let me tell you something. Discomfort is temporary. It feels all-consuming in the moment, but it won't last forever. The problem is, most people can't see beyond it. They can't see that on the other side of discomfort is everything they've been fighting for. So they give up right before the breakthrough. They stop right before the pain subsides, right before the discomfort fades into strength. And that's the cruel truth. Many quit too soon, never realizing how close they were to their breakthrough, to their victory. You need to understand something. Growth doesn't come without discomfort. The discomfort you're feeling right now, it's a sign that you're growing, that your muscles, your mind, your spirit are stretching in ways they've never been stretched before. And yeah, it hurts. It burns. It feels like you can't take it. But that's the price of evolution. It's the cost of becoming stronger, smarter, better. The road to growth is paved with moments of intense discomfort. And if you want to walk that road, you need to be ready to feel the burn. Look at anyone who's achieved anything in life. Look at the warriors, the champions, the survivors. What do they all have in common? They learned to tolerate discomfort. They learned to embrace the pain because they knew it was part of the process. You think they didn't want to give up? You think they didn't feel the same agony you're feeling right now? Of course they did. But they pushed through it. They tolerated it. And in doing so, they found their strength. Just tolerate a little bit of discomfort. That's all it takes to separate yourself from the rest. Because everyone else is going to quit. Everyone else is going to look at the pain and say, that's too much. But you're going to be different. You're going to look at the pain and say, I can take it. You're going to rise above the noise, above the doubt, and you're going to keep pushing when everyone else folds. That's what makes the difference between those who make it and those who don't. And here's the thing. Once you start to tolerate discomfort, you start to understand that it's not as powerful as you thought. It doesn't control you. You control it. You can decide to keep moving forward, even when your body and mind are screaming at you to stop. You can choose to endure, to outlast the pain, to rise above it. Do you know why most people don't succeed? It's not because they aren't capable. It's because they can't handle the discomfort that comes with success. They want it to be easy. They want it to feel good. But life doesn't work that way. Nothing worth having comes without some degree of discomfort, without some degree of sacrifice. If you're chasing comfort, you're not chasing growth. If you're avoiding discomfort, you're avoiding the very thing that's going to make you stronger. And that's where people get stuck. They think that life is supposed to be easy, that everything should fall into place without any effort or struggle. But life's not like that. Life is about learning to be uncomfortable. You need to stop avoiding the discomfort and start embracing it. Because the discomfort is where your strength is born. It's where you learn what you're really made of. It's where you discover that you can handle more than you ever thought possible. It's the forge in which your character is shaped, where the fire of hardship tempers your resolve and owns your spirit. You might think you're at your limit, that you've given everything you've got. But let me tell you, you're not even close to your limit. Your mind is tricking you into thinking you can't take anymore. But that's not true. You've got reserves of strength you haven't even tapped into yet. You've got a well of resilience inside you that you don't even know exists. Just tolerate a little bit of discomfort, and you'll start to find those reserves. You'll start to see that you're capable of so much more than you ever imagined. You'll start to realize that the pain you're feeling right now is nothing compared to the power that's waiting on the other side. And here's the thing, you don't have to tolerate the discomfort forever. You just have to do it for a little bit longer. Just long enough to get through this moment. Just long enough to push past the pain and into the growth. Because that's what this is, growth. It's uncomfortable because you're expanding. It's painful because you're breaking through the barriers that have held you back for so long. But once you get through this, you'll look back and realize that the discomfort was worth it, and that the pain was necessary, that it was the catalyst for everything you're about to achieve. So the next time you feel like giving up, the next time the discomfort feels unbearable, remember this, you're not done yet. You haven't reached your limit. You can keep going. You can push through it. You can tolerate just a little bit more. Because if you do, you'll find out what's waiting for you on the other side. And I promise you, it's worth it. Everything you want, everything you're working for, is on the other side of discomfort. It's not on the easy path. It's not in the moments where everything feels good. It's in the struggle. It's in the fight. It's in the times when you feel like you can't take anymore and you choose to keep going anyway. That's where greatness is found. That's where strength is built. So don't give up. Don't quit. Don't let the discomfort win. Tolerate it. Just a little bit longer. Just a little bit more. And you'll see that the discomfort was never stronger than you. It never had the power to stop you. It was just a test to see how bad you really wanted it. And now that you know the secret, that discomfort is temporary, but growth is permanent, you can face it head on. You can embrace it. You can walk through it with your head held high, knowing that every step you take, every ounce of pain you endure, is bringing you closer to the person you're meant to be. Just tolerate a little bit of discomfort. That's the price of greatness. That's the cost of becoming the best version of yourself. And when you get to the other side, when you look back and see how far you've come, you'll realize that the discomfort wasn't the enemy. It was your greatest teacher. Now the choice is yours. Keep moving or give in. But know this greatness is waiting for you just on the other side of that pain. So get up, take that next step, and show the world that you can handle whatever it throws at you. Embrace the discomfort. It's time to take control of your life.